from Stu. Stu Two Locks, the great Stu Daney. Uh, we like to have fun around here. I am jumping on here first and foremost, just in case anyone doesn't know. Multi-Pick just launched a Black Friday sale. They've got wonderful picks, sets from Christina Palmer, beginner set, to just their awesome sets that they put together. The Sandman, the Champion, Lock Dude, Palmer. They get a lot of good stuff. So I have not jumped on the set or the site to see what their actual deals are because it didn't launch until today, but I'm going to do that pretty soon. So just a little shout out to Multi-Pick, the product sponsor for Mitt and Made. I've done a lot for the channel. So I'm going to be working on some handcuff escaping, and as I am likely to do, I don't know, when I'm practicing things, I like to share. So I don't know, any tips or any bad habits I have, actually, I can share with you. So if you're into it, or you're doing it, or you're curious about it, you can learn a little, So, per the title, we're talking about rocking behind the back escape, but not. Now, why do I say that? Let me show you real quick. For me, I just put those on the wrong way. We'll see if that affects things. So, I can go ahead and oh, I was trying to drop that so I could catch it. I can go ahead and do that, or I can just go ahead and step over, bring the handcuffs to the front of my body, and make the escape a regular escape. So, partly, yeah, I'm flexible. I have long arms, but partly there's a little bit of a technique to it. So, it might be something that you can accomplish or do or try. I thought I could give a few pointers on that. I'm 51. When I was in my 20s, I got handcuffed by the cops a lot. And I was able to just kind of it was like butter. Now I do have to work at it a little bit. And to reflect that, hold on, I'm trying to get my chat loaded in a way that I can actually look. Who's going on there? Hawk, yeah, Hawk, hello there. Gray, hi. Luther, hello. Hello, folks. I do weird shit on my channel, so one of the things I do is handcuffs. So to kind of demonstrate it as a tougher thing for myself to do, anytime you have like an extra set of cuffs, anytime you lose like 1/4 inch, 1/8 of an inch of room, something like stepping over cuffs, it gets harder. So if I put on a couple extra pair of cuffs, it's a bit of a struggle. All of a sudden my ass is too big. I thought it might be good to kind of just explain some of the technique and trick to wiggling that around. So you got two things you got to get past. You got to get past your ass. Bam, bam. Yeah, I got no ass, I know. And then once you do that, you got to get past your feet. So the easiest and best way to get past your ass and your hips is to kind of lean down, reach down, and sit down all at the same time. And if you got a little bit of a tightness there, that's going to pop it through and pop it over. Right there, it was a little tight on me. With one pair of cuffs, that part's not the tight part. Tight part's this part, which is stepping over. I'm going to do it 1 foot at a time. I can't adjust the camera so you can see it, so unfortunately, but I'll explain it after I do it. You'll see me lean over and struggle for a second here. So I'll try to talk you through it. I'm going to go, personally, it's right foot first. And then, so I got that one free. And then I'm going to go to the other side and get that one through. Now, I'm here. I'm in the front. That's still technically a behind the back escape. So I'm escaping 3 pairs of cuffs behind the back. The sunglasses aren't just vanity. They are a little bit. But I get migraines from bright lights. Extreme light sensitivity, so that's why I started wearing them. And then I started liking them. That's the vanity part. All right, what's up? Who's there? Mr. Dave. Nice. Oh, Dutch. What's up, Dutch? How you doing, my brother? Yeah, early morning for you. I like that. I like that. Oh, Dutch. Nice. Oh, yeah. Tequila. We're live. I'm just hanging out. I was awake. I am drinking coffee at, what is it, 12:30, 1 in the morning. I didn't stock up on beer. All the stores closed at 7 in my town, so happy Turkey Day to all those who celebrate. Go ahead and kind of run through that again in case there's newbies. No one's there. We'll run it in reverse. Oh, we were going to talk about how I'm doing it. So the way to get it your feet over, so once you pass your butt, going down to your feet, I've kind of looked around and seen some people doing it or trying to do it, and they have a tendency to move their foot forward too much. But if you kind of pull your foot back, as you pull your foot back kind of under your ass or even a little back, your heel, it just naturally wants to go up as you do that. And you want that heel as high as you can. So pull that foot back and jack that heel up, and you're going to take that chain and just put it right on the back of the heel and push and slide under it. And once you're under the heel, you're going to slide your foot back across to get it over. And the hardest part's popping around that fulcrum of that, outer edge of that circle of the heel. But with doing it like that, you kind of get a little running start and you run it around, and then it just gets you into the under the, past that into here. And then from here, it's just kind of a slide out, even if it's tight. Your foot naturally wants to do it at that point. And then you just do the motion again on the second foot. I find that the second foot's a little easier. I don't know if that's going to be the case for most people, but so let's see if I can show it, not real well, but a little bit better by getting up here. So just to start, I'm going to do that, and that's got my hands past my ass. Then I'm going to pull my foot back. And now I'm under the heel, sliding past the foot, and that's down. I like to get that out of the way. I think that's why the second one's easier. Because, yeah, it absolutely is. Because I'm only around one leg. It makes it, I can get down a little lower than when I'm doing it around two. So that's pretty cool. I just discovered why that was. So thank you guys for hanging out. Let me explain that, because I learned something too. And then you got to finish the, escape. You got to get it in there and pick it. Let me kind of just peek down in here, see what's going on with my chat brothers. Taking off the shoes helps. Absolutely, yeah. You're not going to, you maybe, depending on what kind of shoes you have or how your feet are and stuff. So, but good call, Dave. Kick your shoes off. Hello, old guy. What's up? Yes, I am old. 51. Doing this at 51, you know what I'm saying? And who's out there? Harry's around. Oh, Lock Dude, what's up, brother? How are you there, man? Hope you're doing good. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I hope there's another big chat. Yeah, no one really cares there, buddy. I don't know how that's relevant. What's that have to do with escaping handcuffs? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what matters right now. Right now. So, I'm not an expert at handcuffs, but if you have any questions, pop them in the chat. I'll do what I can to answer. My qualifications are, I sit around and get out of handcuffs a lot. Started a club. Got accepted into another club. You know what I mean? I love doing this. It's just fun. So, one of you, any of my brothers still in the chat? Someone needs to go check out Multipic's Black Friday sale. See if it's up, since it's now actually Friday. And tell me if there's any sweet deals. I need someone to give me a live report. Who's got my back? That's what I need to know. Wait, what did Dave do? Left leg longer. Oh, yeah, Dave, I got one leg longer, too. I actually... It's funny you bring that up, because my back problems and hip problems and things like that have been the bane of my existence for the last 7+ years. And in the last year, someone finally said, one of your legs is longer. That might be part of the problem. So thankfully, that was my physical therapist, and they adjusted my physical therapy accordingly, and it did do wonders. Just that little adjustment, that little understanding really can help. So, oh, Lock Dude's on it. See, I knew you were going to do that, Lock Dude. I apologize for passive aggressively setting you on that assignment. Once I said it, though, I was like, oh, dude, Lock Dude's going to do it. So, all right, just for fun, we'll just, I haven't done this in a couple days, but it did a lot of time practice, and to try to get fast at getting out of 3 pairs of, ooh, and I bogged down there. 700 C's. I'm screwing that start up. You can tell I didn't practice the last couple days. Oh, fail. Absolute fail. There we go. I did not do it. I do it. Oh, there we go. I did it. I tend to not do the lean that I need to do on the left hand. So that's kind of the last portion of my practice on running through a 3-set to get it right. Looks like we have a few more people. Yeah, Dave, I'm not nearly 1 inch length. I think I don't even know what they said it was, but it was kind of messy because I have like my hips tended to do some weird stuff, so the change of my legs changes. Um, that's part of my problem. One of my many. Don't get old, people. It just tears the body up. Or more importantly, take care of your body. It's very important to you. It's going to matter later on in life. All right. I do this with 3. I'm going to do the step over again. That's what we're doing. In fact, you know what? What we will do is add a 4th pair here. Yeah, why not? Like I said, every pair makes it a little harder. You have a little less room. It's a little tighter. So let's see. If I can step over with 4 pair. Oh, I'm a dummy. I locked it in front. So we'll step over and put them into the back, which is a little bit of the reverse. Now, when you're bringing it around the foot and around the heel from behind, you want to move your leg back because it raises your heel. When I'm doing it this way, I don't want to bring it as far back. I want to leave it a little further forward so the front of my toes are allowed to get up at their maximum, because that's what I get. I get under to get into that middle part of the foot to slide off the back. So we'll see if I can do it with 4. Oof. Ugh. That was rough. Oof. I did that one a little sideways. And then going from front to back, you get stuck on your ass a little more. And you kind of got to do a wiggle, a back and forth wiggle, if you get stuck there. So, ooh, see that one extra cuff makes it a lot tighter right there. Hope I can get out. Oh. Ooh. Oh. That was rough. Oh, that hurt. Wow. I'm going to have to do a lot of stretching if I want to try to get 5. I'll tell you that. And get a little crisper with the technique. Got to walk my foot backwards across this. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh. All right. I still got to get out. Thankfully. I haven't practiced the Chicago's in a while. I didn't know if that was going to a struggle that I added. Whew. Oh, that's crazy how much that takes out of you. Oh, give me a moment here. Let me check the chat. Oh, Dave for ball pick. Ball pick is best. Honestly, well, yeah, especially on the TCH's ball pick. And if it's tight, then shave it down to like a half ball. If you want to use a diamond, you can really get effective use out of a diamond, but shave the two a little, round the tips, the top tip and the bottom tip. Rounding the top tip will allow it to position a little better when you're using it, and rounding that side tip will give it a more of a little more of a face that will interact better with, you know, when you're reaching, trying to hit that pawl or the double lock, instead of just trying to nail it with that tiny little point. Slap Doctor, I used to go streaking all the time. The Great Auburn Hills Streak. We used to do it. I was famous for it. And that was well before the movie. Who else is out there? So, Lock Dude, the link is up. Pricing is confusing. Yeah, dude, that's fine. That's a bummer. Hopefully it's glitches and they figure it out. Yeah, the hat, like I said, Dutch, the half ball I think is awesome, but the TCH, well, at least on the where'd I put them? Since it came up, we're gonna talk about it. I just got to get out of these stupid things. That's the Chicago's. And then 3 pairs of Peerless. Alright, so I've got the TCH 850 folding rigid. Dave, I can't remember if you have the 840s or the 850s. The 840s are the non-folding, and the 850s are the folding. I think that's the only difference. In talking about using like a half ball, so there's your keyway, and there's a half ball pick. And the best way to do it, both with the double lock and the pawl lock, is to drag the half ball part around on the back side. So I'm gonna swoop it around like if this ladle, you know what I'm saying? So ladle's to one side. I'm gonna swoop the back part of the label like I'm like a spoon's, you know, scooping the inside of a pot. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna do that so whatever little protuberance, whatever hook or anything like that, comes underneath the ledge to catch what I need to catch. So if I can find, we'll double lock this. And then we'll see if we can use a half ball. And all right, so double locks off on that one. And I'm going to reverse it. So I'm dragging that round side on the back side. There's the loop. And then there we go. So on the other side, it's just going to be in a reverse direction. And strangely enough, it can make it harder or easier. All right, so we got the double lock. And then there's the pick. So, especially with this pair, that's really feasible. I think it's great. I like the half ball because the full ball is harder to fit in some tighter keyways, or when it's tighter on the top or something, you got to work it in and work it to the side you need it. I like to just get in there and go. So working it down to the half ball, but you do have to be a little more precise in hitting what you're hitting. So with the full ball in there, it really kind of forces you to be in the right position a little bit better. Yeah, I think they're exactly the same. The 840 and 850. It's just the keyways and everything are the same. The weird thing for me is, let me think about it before I do it. Yeah, my one side of my teeth, these, dude, the tolerances are really tight and the spring is really strong. Like I have to really be perfect on that side. I got a little bit more slop on that side. I can do, but that's generally tends to be the side that I'm working at, of all the different ways we're working. So it gets frustrating. It's kind of part of why I'm still trying to get my paperclip challenge done. I keep trying it and I'll get the double lock done and I'll struggle on the pick, or I'll go forever on I'll practice the pick without the double lock and I'll get it, like, so it's just driving me nuts. I'm about to get it though. We're still working on that. Um, what's up? Sorry. Coming around. I gotta take yours. Oh, lock, dude. This is like middle of the night, no planning. The fact that you stopped by at all, dude, I really appreciate it. And same to everybody around. Um, what the fuck was happening? The slap doctor before you got here? Well, when did you get here? It gets weird, man. This is what we like to do. Locks, handcuffs, raking, picking. Oh, nice. Dave, that's funny. Yeah, I was like, I go to the Moose Lodge and the local coffee shop a lot, and then I take locks and stuff. But I also go in there and I just start putting on handcuffs and getting out of them. I have to go now that I'm doing like multiple cuff and I got more high security and cooler looking like Darby's and stuff. I gotta actually go back up there and do it because people just you just look up and everyone's just kind of giving you the side eye, and then eventually one person walks over and is like, "What are you doing?" So, it's a hoot. It's a great conversation starter, man. Coxie's right about that. Just pop out a pair of cuffs and start busting them out at the bar, and someone's going to talk to you. Uh, well, I am going to do the double lock pick. Oh, okay. I'll do a Sean? Sean wants a double lock pick. We'll do a double lock pick. Well, you know what, Sean? We'll go ahead and we'll do it with Peerless 802 hinged, because these are the cuffs that my local police use. And it's nice to be prepared. All right, let's engage. It's a little harder. Here's my other thing. Sorry. Looking for my cuff key tool. Makes it much easier to do the double locks while you're cuffed. Doing it with the key sucks. Doing anything with the key is a challenge in its own. Coxie at Coxie's Picks has taught us that. So, where'd I put my half ball? I got my pick. Oh, there we go. All right. Do a little hinged cuff. Double lock. He's double locked. Get in the bottom of the keyway. We're going to drag the half circle around. We're going to find, catch, and snap that double lock. Then I'm going to pull it out, reverse the orientation, get to where it's supposed to be. And then on these, it's nice, tighter. Well, they're newer and it's tighter little tolerance too. So instead of hitting the point, it pops open. I kind of got to hit the point and just work it that slight bit more, and then it goes. So if I'm not that tiniest bit patient, I'm not going to get out of these, or I'm going to struggle doing it again and again. So once again, oops, slipped off it. Once again, I'm going to bend my pick. Oh, there we go. I think, let's check. And always check. This is the crazy thing, man. Is, so I have it set up so I can see the double lock. There's plenty of times where I think I click it and I look down and I see that double lock is up. The button is, at least. So I go to picking and I spend 1, 2, 5 minutes picking, and then I reach down and I realize the double lock's still on. I'm an idiot. So always check, verify your double locks off. Just give that a little push on the bow, and it'll help you know that you got the job done, or if you got to keep it going. Oh, my cat, yeah. It's one of my cats. We got 4. That is, we got 2 moms and 1 baby from each of them, from rescue situations, and found the other babies, and we got other moms and babies we found homes for. So we love animals. Love being a friend to animals. But yeah, they get loud and annoying. And my and the one that was loud just there, Mama Socks, that's her name. Her baby Finn steals picks, and if I little packages and stickers and things from my locksport desk, he just steals them and hides them places. He stole Outer Arms poker chip. I can't find it. That's what that little shit did to me. So we'll just do that same escape again. We'll run through it, but this time I am going to use, if I can find it, a different pick. I'm going to use a really bent up long reach. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to drag that back side of the circle around underneath to catch the double lock. Got to be a little more exacting to get it. Apparently it's just going to bend this pick more. I've bent the snot out of this pick. There you go. I'm trying to be gentle, so. Heck with that thing. We will try something different, but where is it at? Oh yeah, it's over there. I'll go with my little handcuff toolkit. It's a pick kit, KGB kit that you can get from Southern Specialties. Normally comes with 6 picks, but I swapped them out to the things I like to use. Doubled up on, I have a ball, one that I shaved down to a half ball, a couple long reaches, and the elephant trunk. If you're familiar with Southern Specialties, you'll know that. And we'll see if we can do this with the elephant trunk. I'm on it, I just keep slipping off. All right. So this is the nice thing about having multiple tools in your hand. If I'm frustrated with that, I'll go to that. I'll go back to the half ball. And that's the reason I have a half ball on here, is it's effective. But the reason I like to do with cleaner profiles is it can get stuck. So if I want to do multiple cuffs, or I'm going for time, depending on which cuffs I'm doing, I might do a different profile. Nope, did not get it. Come on, come on. There we go. And I only totally bent the pick to do it. But at least it bent in the direction that made it easier to get those off. We are going to, we'll go ahead and do the TCHs since I have them out. Ow. That hurt. You know what though? Let's see if I can. There we go. Ah, almost got to. All right, we'll do this. While cuffed. Cheers to you. All right. Got a bent up pick. Double lock. Well, actually, yeah, like I said, on the TCHs, he actually kind of have enough room for that full ball. So let's try to work that. All right. Nice thing about the full ball is the nice thing about the full ball is, as I was saying, since you're dragging around to do both the double lock and the single lock, when you're doing with the half ball, you, like I said, you got to switch the position to go after the single lock after the double lock. But with the double ball, you don't. You just stay in the lock and you swing around the keyhole to where you need to be, and then you just go with that. So do it like this. Get in there. Roll around. Double check. And since we're in the QA, we're just going to get to where we need. Reverse direction. And get out. So with those, that's how that works. And then here's the coolest feature of these cuffs, which just makes them so awesome. Oh, sorry. No, I was right. Is that they're a folding rigid cuff. So you pop them in some things, some holster, and rock them that way. Pull them out. They're pretty cool when you snap them out. I would imagine any police department that uses these, they feel kind of cool every time they whip these things out. I like to do that. The one problem with doing that is I did that and I went to smack them on real quick to do a video, and sometimes when you snap them out that way, it engages the double lock. So I went to snap it on my wrist, and I just smashed my wrist with a double lock cuff, and that wasn't fun. I do not recommend doing that. Let me. All right. Oh, screw that up. Check the chat real quick here. Take a little drink, imbibe a little bit. See if you guys ain't got anything. Okay, Dave, are you there? What's my phone doing? Am I losing power or something? Oh yeah, hold on. Let me add power to my phone because it dimmed on me. There we go. Dave, all right. So let's say this is the keyhole. All right. This is kind of the top where the little nudge goes. When you go in here, you're gonna go to the outside and down to push the double lock back out. You're gonna go towards the inside and come around this way. So right around in here is where you're gonna catch that thing to release the single lock lever. And again, it's that backside, kind of a drag it around just underneath the ledge to catch what you're fishing for there. Hopefully that helps. If not, I can try to do a little video or something, or hit me in Discord any questions you have, as always. What's that vapor cloud there? Yeah, the shimming, if you got the double lock off, it's definitely it's way easier to learn how to shim than to learn how to pick it. And then when it comes to picking it, that's the thing is this is kind of what I say about it, and every pair of cuffs kind of has that perfect little spot, the point that's the perfect pick point, and you have to be able to kind of find it and feel it, and just that little bit of difference between Smith and Wesson, Chicago, Peerless, things like that. You can fumble around and feel for it. I'm not that good that I can just pick up a pair of cuffs, not know what they are, feel the thing, get them open. I got to practice. I got to have a little knowledge of the cuff, an idea where I'm searching for. So, I don't really have to have that knowledge necessarily to try to shim. I just got to find something that'll fit in there and shim that shit. So, yeah. I mean, well, if we're talking shimming, let's talk shimming. Here is one of my favorite shims is, and you probably kind of recognize it. It's one of these hair clips, one of these cheap little, snap band hair clippy things. They're great because they got a great smooth covering, and they're easy to bust apart. It's $1 for like a package. Once you start using them, they get kind of a little thinner and worked in, but that's weird that that's. I mean, I can shim this with that, but what happened was there's kind of some burr on the edge where I busted it off. I didn't like treat this or anything like that, so that's a pretty well worked one that I've been using. And let's see how, it's all bent and stuff. It gets in there pretty good. Ooh, I jammed it in there. And then if you're real careful with these, you can bust this off, use that narrow end, and you can you got to do a little work with it, but you can use that for a split pawl high security X22s. So it's really, when it comes to handcuff escapes and stuff like that, it's just useful as all get out to have that. I've got just little parts and pieces from ones I've busted off left and right laying around. We'll see if they can get in the high security ones that my local cops use. I'm in there. There, we're fully in there. And like I said, if I just sanded it down a little, took the burr off the edge, gave it the tiny little more thinness, and you can do that kind of on anything. You could scrape that down, sand that down on concrete, on a nail file, whatever. You can just get that little bit extra thinness that'll help you get under there. Here is, well, that's a thick one. Sorry, I'm looking for my commercial shims. There we go. This is a nice thin one. Right here. Get a little something to hold on to. This one's pretty thin, so I only need to barely click a time or two before it's in there. Oop. And for some reason it didn't work. Oh, there we go. If it's, I don't know, if it's bent up or pointed up, sometimes you kind of catch in that a little, so it might take a little wiggle to get it free. I have, well, I like to use, also, I'm a lock picker, so I like to use picks a lot. If I find I can use picks to get in on the side, I guess I can do it on that side so you can see it. Better of a thickness, that'll work. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, I can just do it that way. I can straight side shim, I think. How did I just do it on this side? God damn it. I have never done it with this pair before, so that's the problem. I'm pissed. Just did. Oh, I get it. This thing's too thin. It's going to the side of the pawl. So what I'm trying to do is go down in there and press those three little ridges down, but they're not flush with the sides. So because this is 15 thousandths of an inch, I was getting in the side of the bow, but I was also sliding. I slide to the side of the pawl, so you got to play with it a little bit to make sure it actually gets in there and hits. But the beautiful thing about a 15 thousandths is it's in most places. Now, is it strong enough to push down the thing you need to push down? Who knows? There's one way to find out. And you're probably going to screw some picks up doing it. Yeah, I've never tried it on this. And then, look, if you just want to have fun and giggles and open a pair of cuffs with whatever's laying around, get you the ASP Sentries, because everything opens these, man. It's just, these things are dog shit. There's this one that's full. No zigzag wrapper. Alright, I gotta take time to bend it right. Give me 1 second. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Yep. Guess I bend it right. This is how you know I don't prep for stuff before I do it. So remember that when you watch me do stuff. Dude. Zigzag escape. Yeah, it doesn't work on a lot of other cuffs. But we can try, right? There's only one way to find out. Can we get into a pair of Peerless? Once again, it's going to have to be bent to the right dimensions. It's too wide, it won't fit. Right, come on. That's pretty tight. Yeah, this is just going to devolve into me like, well, I wonder if I can do this. It's hard to keep it. Ah ha ha ha. It's not easy. I'm gonna have to work on that. I didn't think I could do that with the Peerless. So those are my Chicago's. Those are some Peerless. These are some Peerless. There's also Peerless. Alright. I don't know if the same people sticking around, new people showing up, so we'll just do a quick recap in a minute here. I'll get some more coffee, catch a little smoke. Check out the chat. Cold 45 and 2 zigzags. Yeah, you know. I'm a fan of zigzag. Even though the company I work for partnered with Swisher, so I should be using Swisher. They don't pay me. Oh yeah. Let's go back to the beginning, guys. Let's zip my zipper up. Sorry about that. I ain't trying to flash nobody. I'm a respectable escaper. Not some pervy one. Alright. Behind the back. I caught a little extra smoke in the nostril. Alright, so step one isn't usually stepping on a chair, so don't do that. But step one is just you're pushing down with your hands as you bend a little bit with your legs and lean a little bit forward. And you want to get yourself around. Then let's do it this way. If I can reach something. Now, you can do all the work of getting around your feet, or you can kind of do a hybrid version. Because once you're here, you can see what you're doing. You have a little more room to play, and you probably can get yourself out here if you're going to be able to do it fully in front of you. Ooh, takes a little more work. Ooh. See, peerless are why I like the half ball, but takes. And I have a feeling. Ooh, come on. Oh, there we go. Ugh. I have a feeling that there's probably a bunch of people who can get these cuffs or cuffs around the butt, but getting the feet for the full step over is going to be a problem. So don't let that stop you. If you can get to this point, you can absolutely do a more efficient job of getting out of the cuffs than if they're behind your back and you can't see. Well, for the most part, I mean, some people are amazing. You might be the amazing kind. I like to cheat. Have a lot of options. I'm using my really heavily bent up half ball. Seems to be completely stuck now. Ooh. Yeah, that thing is just bent that way, bent that. It's just bent and bent and bent. But if that's the pick I got, gotta try to make it work. Also, because I destroy so many of these picks doing this, I like to get as much use out of it before I move on to a new pick and start destroying that. There we go. Let's get a little more here. It's so much easier when it's just one. Nothing in your way, nothing dragging your wrist. Even just that extra little bit of weight's annoying. Let's try, since you guys are here with me, do a little bit of a silly. I gotta make sure my stuff's available before I do it. And it's within reach. Alright, we'll put it right there. So, leg cuffs. This should actually be part 2 of the Tequila Dave. This is my, this is my reply to Tequila Dave. He was doing a skinny wrist display. And if I'm hold on. Let me move this forward so I can reach it. I can get 2 wrists in one leg cuff. And it's not the easiest thing to pick out of. Two wrists, one cuff. Orientation matters. Oh, shit. That's not where I was trying to drop that. Alright. Oh, come on. Can't get it into the part of the keyway I need it. This is nuts. Hold on here. Well, yeah, I mean, come on, guys. I'm giving you the full show, right? I mean, that's just like Lock Dude's opinion, man. So that's my go-to if it starts getting weird. I practice with the mouth. Okay, phrasing. You know what I meant. Let me take a breather because that was a little rough. What's up? Let me double check. Like that. Oh, Dave, yeah, leg shackles aren't legal. Okay, then I win. No, just kidding. I didn't even think of that. Dave's got skinnier wrists than me. He's one click skinnier, at least. Yeah. Oh, definitely. My wrists are killing me. But honestly, because uh, I picked kind of Euro style, I pick down. So I tend to, when I'm picking, I tend to kind of crank like that with my wrist. And if I'm going hard and I do, a couple hours a day or a lot of picking over a couple days, I jam the shit out of my wrists more from picking. And then just a lot of picking on this side tears the tendonitis down in here up. And then I give that a break and go hard on cuffs and start screwing my wrists up with that. So there's no rest for the wicked, no rest for the wrists. Weed, I don't know what that is. I am imbibing only legal substances here in my state. All I ever do. So I'm gonna cut out, guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for stopping by. I just wanted to kind of pop on. I was practicing the step over. I thought it might be good to kind of, just talk about a couple tips. Maybe help some people to do it, or like I said, the half step over. Get your ass around and then do it from behind between the legs. Um, just another episode of Shacklemen After Dark. I hope you guys tune in again and come back. Check out some of the lock pickers that were in the chat. Tequila Dave, Dutch lock picker, the lock dude. I'm trying to see. I'm sure there's more, but I'm sorry if I don't recognize you as a lock picker if you're down in there. Um, but thank you for stopping by, man. Y'all have a good night. And remember, we started out talking about how multi-pick, wonderful cases, amazing picks. They have a Black Friday sale as well. You should know that Lockjaw has a Black Friday sale going as well. I don't know what deals are going on with either. I'm going to pop up later today after I sleep and kind of check those out and share that with you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for stopping by. Stu out.